So I was reading the scriptures earlier, and it was talking about Moses going up on the mountain, and there he receives the 10 Commandments, and he's also able to sneak into this little crevice, and God's presence is right outside, and he gets this backward glance at all the power and all the glory of God. Amazing thing. And so he comes down this mountain to the people of Israel. And here he has this 10 Commandments that are, thou shalt not. And if you do, you die. And then kind of contrasting is his face is just radiant because he's been with God. And the people are like, whoa, Moses, I can't handle that reflection that you have from living in with God. Put a veil over your head. And what that's really saying is they wanted a veil over their faces, over their hearts, because they didn't want to see God as he truly is. Because seeing God, everyone who sees him in Scripture is humbled, and everything they're striving for, they put it aside to say, alright, God, now that I see you, I want to do what you want me to do. And so, as a nation, the people are like, put the veil over you, we'll take the 10 Commandments. And from that, reading a little bit further on in this passage, it says the Spirit of God comes down and takes the veil from our eyes, and we're able to see life as it truly is. Now, as a side story, I took an intro to counseling class, and a friend of mine was like, Scott, there are people who are just oozing wounds that they've taken in their life, that, just by living in this life, they're crushed, that we get crushed and beat up, and we're just broken people, and that there's very little healing for people in this world, and we just put on our happy faces and we go about life when we're a wreck inside. Now, I didn't get that in the class. I can talk to my wife and we can start dealing with her issues, and I can start communicating my issues. But what he said stuck with me. Now, what would it look like to have unveiled faces and be able to see the wounds of people around? What would that look like? And today I just got a little glimpse of that. And let's say you're at a coffee shop and you're getting your coffee, and suddenly the veil comes off and you can start to see, and you see that the guy handing you your coffee is a drug addict, and he's trying to quit, but it's really tough for him. And you're like, whoa, how do I speak into that? Do I speak into it? I don't have anything to say. And you're like, all right, man. And you just take your coffee and you turn around to go. And right behind you, there was this lady who was an annoying child crying at her shoulder, and she's got this 3-year-old strapped to her leg, and you can start seeing she's working 2 jobs every single day just to pay for everything, just to get by, because her deadbeat husband ran off with another woman. And you're like, whoa, suddenly the annoying child doesn't bother you anymore. There's such deeper things going on in this woman's life. And I don't know what to do. How am I supposed to hit those hurts? So it's like, time to go. And you go out the door. And just pulling into the parking spot right in front of you comes this big, gigantic man, just 600 pounds of jiggle. And he gets out of the car, and you see this man has had a hard day. He needs a hug. Scary, but how do you deal with this? Go down the pathway the other way, and there's this little kid. And you can see that he just needs to know, does anybody care? Does anybody care? I mean, do we really want the veil to come off our eyes and be able to see the hurts and the wounds of people? I don't know. I don't know if I do. Because I would be compelled to want to help these people, to heal their wounds. Amazing to think of like what Jesus might have thought when he walked in here on earth. So let's say you take your new eyes and you start seeing, here's this cute girl driving down the road and she's got her happy face on, but you see that her mom just died and there's turmoil going on underneath, and all the cars passing by and all the problems of the world just passing by, and you never saw them before. What would that be like to start seeing? Grab that kid. Hey man, I care. I don't know I have all the answers, but let me go buy you a hot chocolate and let's talk. Maybe we'll throw a football around. I don't know what the answers are, but sometimes the best thing is maybe just to reach out and touch someone.